Hello everyone, welcome to my channel World of AWS. I hope you all are doing good. So we are continuing with Terraform tutorial, and in this video we are going to discuss about improvement in our custom module code. Okay, so we have created a very simple module that allow developers to launch an EC2 instance when calling the module. So we have the configuration like this. Okay, so let me show you. So we have the configuration here. Okay, so we have the configuration here, that is creating the EC2 instance. So let's go back to the document. So we need to analyze the shortcoming. Being a simplistic and a basic module code, there is a good room of improvement. Okay, in today's video we will be discussing about some of the important shortcoming with the code. Okay, so what is the challenge one? Hard coded values we have given here, right? So the values are hard coded as part of the module. If developer is calling the module, and he will have to stick with the same value, developer will not able to override the hard coded value of the module. So the first hard coded value we have the region, and the second hard coded value we have the AMI, and the third hard coded value we have the instance type. Okay, so it's always recommend that we should use dynamic value in order to make our Terraform configuration dynamic and standard. Okay, so whenever you are going to work in real time, you always have to define the variable, you always have to use the TFR, and you always have to make your Terraform configuration dynamic. Okay, so challenge 2, provider improvement. So avoid hard coding region in the module code as much as possible. Okay, so a required provider block with the version constraint for the module to work is important. Okay, so suppose if we have like hard coded the AMI, okay, so maybe the AMI is not able to work with the whatever like Terraform provider version you have directly downloaded, right? So it's always good and recommend that you specify the plugin version that will be always like suitable to your environment, and it will not break anything into your environment. Okay, so let's go ahead and see this challenge first. So from here we were calling the module, right? So suppose if team A want to like use the instance type, okay, to t3.micro or t2.medium. Okay, so let's try to do it here. Specify instance underscore type is equal to t2.medium. Okay, so if you put your cursor here, unexpected attribute and name instance type is not expected here, right? You are getting the error here. Okay, so your Terraform configuration, and this way you cannot provision EC2, okay, while calling the module from team A or team B. Okay, so this is not the valid option. Okay, so we have seen the challenge first, right? So and let's go to the challenge 2. Okay, so if we define the provider here, let's expand it. Okay, and let's use the provider AWS, and let's define the region here, that is AP South East 1. Okay, So let's save this and let's run Terraform init. Let's see if we are able to create the EC2 instance like this in the region AP Southeast 1. Okay, and we are able to override whatever value we have hard coded here. The region is US East 1, right? So let's go and try it out. So let's run Terraform plan, okay, to see what resources our EC2 instance is going to create and in which region. Okay, so here you can see the first hard coded value, that is the AMI, okay, and the second hard coded value, that is instance type, that is t2.micro. okay, and apart from it we are not able to see the region right here. Okay, so let's run Terraform apply -auto approve. Okay, so let's wait for some time so that our instance will get created. So our instance is getting created, right? So once the instance creation will be done, we are going to explore the TF state. Okay, so we are going to explore the TF state and look for the region in which region it have provision the EC2 instance. So if you see here the ARN, right, that is US East 1. Okay, so we have defined the AP Southeast 1 in the configuration, right? So why the instance got created still in US East 1? Because you cannot define the region here like this, because our this module configuration, okay, this module EC2 module is not dynamic, okay, that support the like multiple region. It's not dynamic, and we are not using any variable, any required provider or anything. Okay, so our this module is not dynamic and the values are hard coded. That's why we are not able to create the resources in AP Southeast 1. So if I go here in the AWS console and if I refresh it, as we can see it here, the EC2 instance got created in US East 1. So if I go to the AP Southeast 1, let me go to the AP Southeast 1 and let's see if there is any instance or not. So as you can see, there is no instance has been created in AP Southeast 1, okay, because we are not able to override the default value that is hard coded. Okay, so I hope you understand that like there is always required to use and make our Terraform configuration dynamic that will work with the all use cases, means multiple provider, multiple region, and the whatever value a developer want, they can pass it and they can override the default value. Okay, so we are also not able to create the instance type rather than t2.micro. Okay, so that is the main use case and enhancement that you need to consider whenever you are working on Terraform modules. Okay, and a required provider block is always like required whenever you are working in real time project in any organization, so that your whatever configuration you have developed, okay, that will not break anything. Okay, and it will be always up and running and like valid with your whatever configuration you have defined. So I hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you have any query, any confusion regarding this video, then do let me know in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe my channel. And if you are new to my channel, then do check out my other playlist as well. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.